What is going on, my future crypto millionaires and possibly, dare I say it, billionaires? Okay, so I wanted to cover 5 crypto ETFs worth taking a look at that I would consider some of the best options going forward into this year. And I will say that ETFs have a couple advantages to just buying straight coins, which I'm also going to discuss here shortly. But you're also going to notice I have my Robinhood account pulled up, which is still holding mainly XRP. And I've got around 190,000 coins right now because it is one of my favorite coins in the market right now. Plus, I'm trading it on this account, but it's been a brutal month. I'm still up around 300%ish, but I mean you can see the 1 month on here is pretty brutal. I think I'm down like 130,000. So yeah, man, it's been pretty rough. But over the last 6 months or so, I'm still up, I think, like close to 400%. So, it is what it is, guys, a little bit up and down here. But with that said, if you don't really understand what an ETF is, it's basically a fund that is designed to track the performance of one or more cryptocurrencies to provide exposure without having to buy like an individual coin or holding it yourself. It's actually been mainly Bitcoin ETFs right now, but it is going to open up to like Ethereum and XRP and more ETFs in the near future. Now, the one advantage to buying into one of these funds, which no one is talking about, is you can actually use margin against them. Now, currently, especially if you're in the United States, there aren't many ways to get leverage on your cryptocurrency portfolios. But when you buy into one of these ETFs, I'm about to go over, and let's say you put like $10,000 in one of them, you could, borrow against it like 10 or 20% margin, which is a very safe way to do this, in my opinion. And then you could turn your account into like $11,000 or $12,000 on leverage and buy even more crypto. It's actually a smart way to get more leverage on buying crypto and something to think about. And if you don't know what margin is, it's basically just the term for borrowing money to buy stocks. And there is risk to it, but if you keep it like reasonable, like 10 or 20%, it's really not that big of a deal. Okay, and before I get into my top 5 picks here, I do want to say that if you're looking to buy some crypto ETFs or just, crypto in general, Robinhood is a great place to do that. You can see I still have a good chunk of money on here, but this is one of 5 exchanges I currently use for trading. Of course, though, if you guys would like to get started on here, learn more about them, I'm going to put some bonus links in the description and comments section you can take advantage of, and definitely recommend doing that. You could also get on our crypto newsletter where we send out 1 email a week on updates to keep you on top of what's happening in the crypto verse. Also, you guys could tap a like on this, and let's get into these picks. All right, first up, we've got the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust ETF. Now, on each one of these ETFs, you're going to see at the bottom, it's going to say that, Grayscale Bitcoin, and it says this on all of them, is passively managed, offering exposure to the daily U.S. spot price of Bitcoin as an investment in the fund, and it's not a direct investment in Bitcoin. So it's going to say that on all of these. And if we track their performance right now, Bitcoin is down quite a bit. So all these are going to be down right now that I'm going over, but we can kind of go over a little bit more here, and you can see if we just go to the 1 year, you can see that they're up. Grayscale is a popular one, and I'm just going over actually 3. I don't know if I said I was going over 5. I'm going to stick it to 3 in this one because as long as you're going with a reputable crypto Bitcoin trust, you're going to be fine. And Grayscale is one of the reputable ones, and this is one I would recommend. The second one we're going to take a look at here is the iShares Bitcoin Trust ETF. Now, this one, once again, you're going to see, I'm going to pull up the 1 week on here. It is going to be down. If we pull up the year, though, it's going to kind of be up around the same percent. So you're going to be seeing this on all of them, and it's basically the trend. And then the last one we got here is ARK, 21 shares Bitcoin ETF. We go to the 1 week on here, you're going to notice it's down, same stuff. We go to the 1 year, it's going to be up. And you guys kind of get the idea here. But, any one of these is going to be good, but they're all going to say at the bottom that they're passively managed and they track the, spot price of Bitcoin. And those are the 3 I would recommend taking a look at. Now, me personally, my plan in the near future is to take like $100,000, something like that, maybe split it up between these 3, and then I'm going to use, some leverage, probably so let's say I put 100,000 into, a crypto ETF. I'm then going to take a 20% leverage on it and then take that 20,000 and put into an individual coin like the ones I'm going to be going over here in just a second. So if you guys really think about what I'm saying, it is a smart way to do, crypto investing by not just buying a specific coin, but this is going to allow you to get leverage on your coins because there really aren't any exchanges that allow you to, take money against your portfolio. Coinbase does. I don't recommend using Coinbase. The fees on there are ridiculous. But for the United States, especially, we don't have a lot of options. And this is kind of a sneaky way to, get leverage on your account other than just buying into, one of these ETFs. All right. But yeah, I mean, coin recommendations, I still would recommend, even though it's going to be kind of boring, Bitcoin is still a safe option if you want to buy an individual coin. It could easily double in price, within the next year, I think would be reasonable. Maybe it doesn't get there. Maybe it gets to like 150K, but still. And then you've got XRP, which is basically all I'm holding right now on this trading account. XRP, obviously, I believe in the coin. I wouldn't have so much money in it right now if I didn't. I am trading it. I do have a long-term hold on it as well, and I've got over 300,000 coins total on it. So I own a lot of it. So I do think it's a good one, not financial advice. And then, of course, another coin I would recommend taking a look at is going to be Uniswap. Now, they recently had their SEC case dropped, which is kind of a big deal. And Uniswap, basically, if you don't know what it is, it's a decentralized exchange, which is the opposite of a centralized exchange. Like Robinhood, Coinbase, Binance, whatever. And it allows you to kind of connect a wallet, do trading on it. And it is the most popular one out of all the decentralized exchanges. And the fact that they got the green light recently from, the SEC just makes me think that, this coin is ready to pop off. And I think it's going to be a good one, especially going into the next few years. You can see it's down right now, though. Okay, with all that said, guys, those are going to be my recommendations. I did want to wrap things up here with a pretty cool article. I'll also link this up below. And it basically just kind of gives a longer term view of where Bitcoin could go by 2030. And the reason I'm pulling this up is because if you are going to put money into a crypto ETF, the thing is, you're probably going to be holding it for a while. And this analyst right here basically thinks that we could hit $1 million on Bitcoin by 2030. And if you started putting money into an ETF right now, you're going to get a 10x return in, basically under 5 years, which is really good. But anyways, it says Daniel Roberts, founder and CEO of publicly listed Wall Street Bitcoin miner, argues that Bitcoin's superior characteristics as a digital store of value, combined with increasing institutional adoption, could drive the cryptocurrency's value to new heights. If you consider Bitcoin's historical price trajectory, I'd be surprised if we're not at $1 million a coin by 2030, given the traction of ETFs, institutional buying forecasted, quoted by LiveWire. The cryptocurrency currently trades, so this is a little bit older. It says it was trading at 100,000. It's down obviously like 15 right now. Is up 120% for the past year, outperforming traditional assets as Wall Street giants increasingly embrace digital currencies. Why Bitcoin could leave gold in the dust. It just kind of goes on here about, just saying, it could far exceed where gold is and what gold's done. But you guys kind of get the gist here. Buying in one of these ETFs, like I said, it's safe. It's a safe way to invest in crypto without having to buy individual coins. And you're also going to be insured, actually, on most exchanges when you do that, as opposed to a lot of these exchanges aren't going to insure your crypto if you buy individual coins. They're going to do that on the ETFs. And like I said, you can borrow money against these ETFs, which is something nobody is talking about. And it is actually a really smart play. And just to give you that example once again, let's say you buy into the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, you put $10,000 in this, and then let's say, because you basically have invested $10,000 into Bitcoin right now, but if you borrow 10 or 20% against this, you could then go buy an individual coin like Uniswap or XRP, and it's just a way to leverage your money. And they're not letting you really do that right now, buying individual coins, but you can do it when you do it by the ETF way. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this update. If you have any questions about ETFs, all that, like I said, those are my top 3. They're the most reputable in my opinion. They're the safest ones, and they're just going to be tracking the spot prices of Bitcoin right now. But we will have more funds coming from Grayscale, and the other two, going into the future. So that's what I'm saying. And like I said, if you guys want to get started on Robinhood, definitely recommend it. We'll have some bonuses below in the description and comments. Get on the newsletter, subscribe for more crypto updates, guys, and we'll see you all in the next crypto video.